Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing really well. Now for today's video, I'll be filming a Q&A. So as you guys remember, last week on my Instagram, I put up a story asking you guys to ask me a bunch of questions so that I could answer them in this video for you. So I received a few questions which I'm happy to answer today in this video. So if you guys are interested, then please continue watching, and if you haven't already, then please do subscribe to my channel down below, and let's get started on this video. So first question that I got asked was, do I watch cricket, and if yes, which team do I support, India or Australia? So this is really funny. So yes, I definitely do watch cricket. I absolutely love watching cricket. It's one of my favorite sports. I did watch the World Cup, and the team that I was going for was, drumroll, India, and I was hoping they'll win the World Cup, but they didn't, but that's okay. My second choice is definitely Australia, so if India's not in the game, then I obviously go for Australia. But yeah, so next question. I got asked a few like generic questions. What is my height? My height is 5'7", and I also got asked what is my age. So I am 24 years old. I'll be turning 25 in January next year. So next question, if I was to live anywhere other than Australia, where would that be? So this is a tricky one for me because I definitely love living in countries that have warmer weather all year round. So Australia, I know for sure, has like majority of the time it's warm weather and it's beautiful sunny days, so that's something that I absolutely love. I would love to live in Australia for like the rest of my life, but in saying that, I would also like to experience living in England. So I definitely want to live in London for a short period of time just to experience it, you know, work overseas, just to experience the vibe, the culture, the people. And I know it's very accessible to all the other European countries. So if not Australia, I would actually go to London and live there for a short period of time, but I'll definitely be returning back to Australia because I feel like the weather in Australia, like no other country can beat. So yeah. So what made me open up a YouTube channel considering that I still have a full-time job? Now, I did briefly mention this in my why I started YouTube channel video, which I will link down below for you guys. So basically the reason I started, even though I have a full-time job, was because I think I'm not the person that would only just do work like full-time and nothing else. I feel like you still have time in the day where you can actually do something else. So I know when I started working, I was also dancing as well. I was a part of a competitive Bhangra team. So once that finished up, I needed something else to do because obviously working full-time, it's fine. Like you work majority of the week, but you still have the weekends, you still have after work time as well, which you can use to do something. So I definitely wanted to take up the opportunity to start something new considering I had finished dancing. It was definitely a lifelong dream of mine to start up a YouTube channel. So yeah, me finishing dance was definitely a good segue for me to, you know, actually start doing YouTube as well. And ever since I've started, I've absolutely loved it. I just feel like I do full-time work, but I also have something else which I really enjoy, that hobby that I look forward to. I look forward to filming, shooting, editing. I love that whole entire process. So I needed something that was somewhat of an escape from my full-time job. So that's the reason why I started YouTube as well. So next question, who are my inspirations for my YouTube videos? So I have a few YouTubers which I love watching on a regular basis. They're so much fun, they're so real, it's so raw, and I just love their content. Like it just makes me feel happy. And they are Natalie Babu, Danielle Mansouri, and I love watching Australian YouTubers as well. My favorites are Sammy Robinson, Chloe Morello, I like Shani Grimman, Michael Finch, he's hilarious. So those are the Australian YouTubers that I love watching. Indian YouTubers, I like watching Asha Shroff, I like watching Sejal Kumar, I like watching Arsha Mujani. I really enjoy their content, and that's something that I look to promote on my channel as well. Now the next question, what camera gear do I use? So I haven't mentioned this at all anywhere in my video, so I thought I'll quickly give you guys a little bit of a rundown of the equipment that I use to film my YouTube videos. So first of all, I'm filming this video on my Canon EOS M50. I feel like this is a very good basic camera for vlogging, and just on top of my camera I've got my microphone, which is the Rode microphone, which is connected into my camera. So all of that is within my ring light that I've got there. So that's all obviously standing on a tripod. That's basically all I use for vlogging. There's really nothing else. So that camera, microphone, the ring light, which is on the tripod, and that's basically my setup. It's a very basic setup, but I feel like I don't need anything that's super fancy. I just needed to shoot good quality videos, and I feel like it's doing the job, and I don't think I need to get anything that's, you know, more higher end until obviously this one does break. So yeah, that's basically my camera gear that I have. Next question, what is my favorite place in Sydney? So as you guys all know, I'm from Sydney, Australia, and I think one of my favorite places in Sydney just has to be the city. Like, I love the city. I love the hustle and bustle. I like where there's a lot of commotion, there's a vibe, there's just, you know, chaos. I like that whole like busyness, feel like everyone's just together, and I feel happy. Like, that just makes me happy. And it's obviously where I work as well. So I work in the city, so it's definitely a place which I really enjoy traveling to. I feel like it's just one of the most beautiful cities in the world. So yeah, I definitely love the Sydney city. So in terms of hair care products, I received a few questions around hair care and how I keep my hair shiny and how I keep my hair frizz free. So to be very honest with you guys, I don't actually do much with my hair at all. I'm the type of person that's very lazy when it comes to my hair. It's one of the parts of my body which is very highly neglected. The shampoo and conditioner that I use is just generic Head and Shoulders, silky smooth, and I've been using these for like the last 15 years. I haven't changed it up, which is probably a bad thing because you're meant to change up your shampoo like every so often. Your hair does become very used to the shampoo that you're using, and then it might not be as effective. So definitely changing your shampoo up is a must do. And then obviously when I come out of the shower, I always blow dry my hair. So before I do that, I obviously apply a heat protectant, which is a Tresemme heat protectant spray. And to be honest, that's literally all I do. So I really have no other tips or tricks that I do to, you know, maintain frizzy hair. I don't know if it helped because my mom used to oil my hair, you know, since I was a baby till about the age of maybe like 15, I would say. Like, my mom used to oil my hair religiously on a weekly basis, and I feel like, you know, that oiling sort of maybe helped nourish my hair at an early stage. So if you guys are looking for something that does sort of combat frizzy, dry hair, I do recommend hair products that have argan oil infused within them. So this is something that I have, which I very rarely use because I feel like I don't really need it because my hair is quite oily to begin with. So I don't really use this product often. My mom definitely uses this. So it's basically the John Frieda Frizz Ease Nourishing Oil Elixir with argan oil. I feel like anything with argan oil is your best friend because it helps to nourish and get rid of all of that frizz. So this is what it looks like. And this is basically applied to dry hair after you finish styling it and everything. So you just take a little pump and you just massage it in your hands, and you just basically work the product towards the bottom end of your hair. So I wouldn't suggest putting it up here because then it'll just make your roots really oily. So I probably suggest starting from here and going all the way down, and that should get rid of the frizz. But as I said, any product that has any argan oil or Moroccan oils within the shampoo, conditioner, or like any hair oils with that is definitely something that I would suggest looking into because I know they've been proven to help frizzy, dry hair. But yeah, hopefully that helps. So next question, how did I know that I wanted to become a risk consultant? So I don't think I actually really knew what I wanted to do. I basically just went out applying to like all different types of jobs. This was the one that basically just struck out to me because I thought risk was just interesting. I feel like jobs within risk are always going to be around. There's no business or organization that isn't affected by risk. So I felt like it was a safe option as well. I really didn't think about it too much. Like, it was available and I applied for it and I got the job and I was like, oh yay. So next question, what is my hometown? Now in terms of Australia, my hometown is Sydney, but in terms of my hometown in India, I'm from Himachal Pradesh. Next question, what is one life lesson that I will pass on to my children? Now this is a tough one. Now I think for like myself when I was growing up, I think one thing which I wish I was told was that you can actually go out and do anything you like. Like, if you're passionate about it and you want to do something, it doesn't have to be academically driven. Like, if you want to be a tennis player, go be a tennis player. You know, we'll support you, we'll provide you with all that guidance and help along the way. And I feel like when I was growing up, like, I wanted to be a tennis player, but then I also felt that, you know, like how would I have excelled academically? And I feel like that was something that my parents were very focused on me doing, and I sort of just felt that if I became a tennis player and I dedicated all my time in that, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to focus on my studies. And I feel like focusing on my studies was something that was a big part, and my parents pushed me to, like, you know, concentrate on my studies, and, you know, academic was like #1 priority in life. Like, you have to be educated and, you know, you need to study hard, you need to get a good job, and that timeline is sort of being set for you and telling you what you want to do. Whereas I feel like, you know, I really actually did want to be a tennis player, and like, it's not a big deal now. Like, I feel like I wasn't even physically fit enough for it, so that's fine. Like, I don't have any regrets whatsoever. But I feel like like if I was to have children, I would just encourage them to do what they love, and if there's, you know, the slightest bit of interest in something that they like doing, I would 100% pursue it and really just push them along that journey, because I feel like with studying, yeah, you can study, but like it's not the be all and end all. Like, so I think that's one thing that I will definitely pass on. Next question, what is my favorite perfume? Now my current perfume of choice has to be Burberry London. I just love that. I feel like it's just such a refreshing scent, and that's what I'm currently loving. Next question, are there any other brands out there which are good for casual wear, which are in Australia and the rest of the world, or India? I would say my personal favorite is H&M. I know there's a H&M everywhere in the world, so I definitely love H&M. They always have sales going on as well. I feel like they're very trendy and they keep up to date with all the fashion, so H&M is definitely my first choice. I love shopping at H&M, and I also very much love Zara. I feel like Zara is also available everywhere, and I feel like their quality is just amazing. I bought a lot of basic, you know, tank tops from there, cardigans, jumpers, coats, jeans as well, some nice shoes, handbags. I feel like Zara is like another one of my favorites because I absolutely love their collections. Now I did receive a few questions asking me about my education, my qualifications, and basically what I do for work, but I feel like all those questions have been answered in my previous video, so be sure to check that out. But other than that, those are all the questions that I did receive for this Q&A. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys.